get out and walk on ahead.
Here, take this.
Spoon, small. Spoon.
Sure he's not there. Have you any idea when he left? That was nearly an hour ago, and even in this fog. I see. Thank you.
Sorry, I thought you were Sid. I didn't mean to offend you, miss. You're welcome to join the party if you'd like.
Perhaps you'd like to join Mr. Odell and myself for a drink, miss.
You wouldn't a drink of that?
Well, she doesn't appreciate a work of art.
Oh, I do, but I have to leave soon. There's someone calling for me.
Who?
My brother, if you must know.
A brother, how dull.
You're passing up a great opportunity, miss.
I am?
Not everybody gets the chance to taste a real Dusseldorf detonator, is it, Mr. Odell?
That's right.
That's what that thing is, a Dusseldorf detonator?
A Dusseldorf detonator.
Oh. Well, what is it?
A detonator? Well, it's more than a drink. It's, I'll say it's a bit of nostalgia. Memory, a ceremony, a tradition, of which unhappily there are only too few still remaining.
That's about the size of it.
You see, Miss
Heather McMara.
Miss McMara, I'm a writer.
Mr. Odell was attached to our bomber squadron during the war.
The Swizzled Swallows. I was doing a feature on the RAF.
A fine bunch of lads, too, miss, even if they did sometimes take a few too many.
But after every raid, the Swallows concocted a new drink to sort of, commemorate the occasion.
You remember the Bremen Blockbuster and the Cologne Killer?
And don't forget the big noise from Hamburg.
And the Kiel Pinwheel.
And the Berchtesgaden bombshell. I think we're about ready for it.
You sure you remember? The room's rather small.
Not quick.
Very well, sir.
Huh?
You'd better stand back a bit, miss.
We've done it, Mr. O'Dill. A real detonator. Cup, Sid.
Yes, sir.
I think we should be big about this, Sid. Let the lady have the first drink.
Oh, no. No, thanks. Never touch it.
Yes, for this you ought to try it.
Well, say, Father Bell.
No, it's probably for me. I'll get it. I'm expecting a call from the airlines. Hello.
I wish to speak to Mr. O'Dell.
Odell speaking.
Mr. O'Dell, I phoned to say that the fog is still with us.
Well, you don't have to phone to tell me that. I can see it's still with us. When do I leave?
I'll let you know the moment the fog lifts, sir.
You know you're holding up a revolution.
I can assure you, sir, we're just as anxious as you are.
I'll stay that way. He says it's still foggy. Well, let's drink.
Can I use your phone?
Help yourself.
Thanks.
Come on, drink up before it loses its kick. Not much chance of that.
Oh, well, here goes.
Hello?
Wish
Ambulance,
me luck.
please. I want an ambulance sent to Water Street. The young man's been knocked down. Oh, he's dead, all right. Hit and run, probably. Thanks. Good night. Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Constable,
Yes, miss?
that report you just made.
Oh, yes, miss. Hit and run. Just down the road.
Excuse me.
I think it may be your brother.
Yes.
I'll come with you.
Who is he?
My brother.
I was waiting for Danny. He was supposed to meet me at the Crescent Bar.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. These wretched fogs cause so many accidents.
This was no accident.
What do you mean?
Somebody ran him down deliberately. I'm sure of it.
Well, I understand your feelings, miss, but it's not likely. This could happen to anybody on a dark street in a fog.
What makes you think it wasn't an accident?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I have. I'm almost sure of it.
I'll take care of her. We'll be in the bar when you want us.
Why would anyone want to kill Danny?
You take it easy. Sit down here. What makes you so sure?
He was always in trouble, trying to get money without working for it. I never heard from him except when he wanted something or was in a jam.
And that's why he called you tonight?
No, that's what's so funny. I hadn't heard from Danny in months. Then tonight he wants me to meet him. He said he'd a surprise. He was bringing it over.
A surprise?
Don't you see, if the surprise meant that Danny was in the money, somebody might have killed him for it.
It's possible. But in a London fog where you can't see 5 feet in front of you, not very probable. You're really convinced, aren't you?
Miss McMorrow,
Yes,
the constable tells me you have reason to believe this was not a simple accident.
yes.
Have you any evidence to support this?
No. It's just, well, intuition.
Intuition.
Yes, he was always mixed up with the wrong sort of people.
Who are these people?
I don't know. I haven't seen Danny for several months.
Where was he living?
I don't know, I'm afraid.
I see. Well, if you do find any information to substantiate your theory, we should appreciate your contacting us. Good night, miss.
Up. Good night.
Well, that's that, I suppose.
What, you giving up that easy? Why not try Scotland Yard?
I suppose they'd let me pass the front gate.
With me, of course. Inspector McGlendon and I are buddies. We're like that.
Are you sure this is all right?
Now, stop worrying. Inspector McGlendon will do anything for me.
Yes, we got the report. Oh, I quite agree, sir. I'll let you have it first thing in the morning.
Sergeant Riley.
Well, Mr. Adele, it's been a long time.
Sergeant, this is Miss McMara. Riley and I worked together on those cases I told you about.
That's right.
Oh, I promised to talk to the inspector about her brother. He's just killed.
Oh, see, it's Ray.
No, don't announce me. I want to give the chief the surprise of his life.
Just a minute. You can't go in with her.
Don't worry, we're like that.
It's true, Sergeant. Inspector McGlendon...
But that's not McGlendon. Hiya, Mac, you old son of a gun.
Philip!
I'm so sorry.
May I inquire the meaning of this, sir?
I must be in the wrong office. I thought you were Mac. Inspector McGlendon.
Oh, I'm afraid you're a little late, my friend.
Isn't he on duty tonight?
Chief Inspector McGlendon retired several years ago. I took his place. I'm Rigby. Can't understand why the sergeant didn't tell you.
Well, I guess you're the man I'm supposed to see anyway. This is Miss Heather McMara. I'm Philip O'Dell.
Oh, is this a social call?
Well, I wish it were. You see, her brother was just killed tonight.
How?
He was run down by a car.
Well, that will be a traffic matter. This is CID, Criminal Investigation Department.
I know, Inspector, but Miss McMara... I'm sorry. I tripped. Inspector, what I wanted to say was that Miss McMara thinks that somebody ran her brother down deliberately.
Oh? Have you got any evidence?
No,
But you expect to testify to your theory at the inquest?
certainly.
Well, that seems to be that. I can assure you that the case will be efficiently handled. If the evidence at the inquest bears out your theory, normal investigative procedure will be instituted immediately.
Normal investigative procedure? If I couldn't dig up more evidence in half an hour, then
Mr.
you...
O'Dell, if you're entertaining any notions of playing private eye, don't. If you interfere with the yard in any way, I'll have you jailed for obstructing justice.
Okay, stick to normal investigative procedure, and I'll lay you 2 to 1 you can't find out who killed Cock Robin.
Come on.
And another thing, I don't...
Come on.
Sergeant, I feel for you. Now, if that had been McGlendon, we really were pals.
Thanks for trying to help anyway.
You know something? I hope the fog doesn't lift for just long enough to show up Rigby.
He really got under your skin, didn't he?
Yeah, like the pins in a new shirt.
I suppose there's nothing more we can do.
Well, sure there is. That place your brother called from. Where was it?
Peggy's?
Yeah, Peggy's. Let's try there.
Why a nightclub?
Well, you could stand a little cheering up. And you never can tell. We might pick up a clue there. You think you can find it?
Yes, but I...
All right, let's go. Come on. Why? A good performance deserves applause, and that was a good performance. Have another drink?
No. Look, you told me we came here to look for clues.
That's right.
We've sat through this whole show all by ourselves, and you haven't even made a move to...
You never know when clues are going to turn up. Haven't you ever seen any private eye movies?
Yes, but I've never seen one where the hero just sat around watching floor shows.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, talk to somebody. Ask some questions.
How about him?
Why not?
Oh, wait a minute. You must know everyone who comes in here, don't you?
I believe so, sir, but not by name.
Doesn't everybody who comes in here have to be a member or signed in by a member?
That's true, madam.
Well, do you think with a little persuasion you might be able to remember whether a man by the name of Danny McMara was a member here and his address?
More water, sir?
Any more bright ideas? That one just cost me £5, exactly $14 in American money.
Well, whose idea was it to come in here in the first place?
That's a proprietress.
Excuse me.
Regret asking me to dance.
I don't think so, Peggy.
You know me?
No, but I figure since the name of the place is Peggy's and you're the boss. Surprised?
Yes. Surprised to see you and your wife out in weather like this.
She's not my wife. Just a friend. Heather McMara.
McMara? Any relation to Danny McMara?
Yes, his sister. Do you know him?
Well, of course. He's one of my best customers. He even proposed to me once. What's he doing now?
He just got himself killed.
Oh, no.
Yes, he was run down by a car. We were hoping you could help us.
Help you?
Yes, trace his last movements these past few days.
Why? What good would that do?
Well, his sister thinks it was murder.
And the police?
There really isn't any evidence. I just thought that if she could find out for certain one way or the other, she might feel better about it. Would you like to meet Danny's sister?
No, I'm afraid I must go. I'm sorry not to be of more help.
Thanks for the dance.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Some clue.
That's Peggy. She owns this place. She wants very much help, though.
She dances nicely.
Oh, would you like to try it?
No, it's much too crowded. I'm afraid we'd better go. I have to work in the morning. Incidentally, we haven't found any clues.
Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you mind if I keep this as a souvenir?
Of course not, sir.
Souvenir?
Looks like I didn't waste my £5 after all.
Belmont Hotel?
This is Danny McMara.
Oh, yes, sir.
I've been held up.
Would you speak up, sir? You sound miles away.
I said I've been detained, and a friend of mine is stopping by. If he gets there before I do, would you give him the key and ask him to wait, please?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello. I'm a friend of Mr. McMara's. I'm supposed to meet him. Yes.
You just missed him.
I did?
Yes, he left a message for you. He said he'd been delayed and that you ought to wait for him in his room.
Oh, that's thoughtful of him.
It's room 32. And it's the 3rd floor.
Thank you. looks like you're still important to someone.
Petty criminal record. Who do you suppose did this?
Well, if I were given 3 guesses, I'd only require 1. A tall, dark American. Well, I'll say one thing for Odell. He's thorough.
Oh, no, really, Inspector, you can't make me believe Odell did this.
No?
Inspector McGlendon had the highest respect for him. He'd know better than to break into a place and destroy evidence. Oh, no. Hi, Riley. You win. Why'd you do it?
You know, I ought to get onto one of those radio quiz shows, Riley. I'd make a fortune.
I admit it looks bad, Inspector, but I didn't do it. Somebody slugged me over the head from behind that curtain. Here, feel the bump.
Are you sure there weren't 6 of them coming at you with knives and guns?
All right, don't believe me then. He should have slugged you. Your head's too hard to feel it.
Just a moment, Odell. Weren't you catching a plane, leaving the country?
Yeah, the plane's still held up.
Too bad. You know, Riley, of all the myths perpetuated by the cinema, the most patently inaccurate is the invincibility of the amateur detective.
Huh? Not bad. Tell Mr. McNamara I couldn't wait any longer, will you? No, don't bother. I can reach.
Oh, thanks.
Not bad at all.
Oh.
What happened here? What's wrong?
Danny, why did you do it?
What about Danny?
Danny,
How do you feel now?
all right. Sorry to have caused you so much trouble.
It's all right.
You may make up a little for the way my brother was treating you.
How did you first meet Danny?
Well, you see, I'm an actress. He saw me act and said I was terrific. Said he was working for Chris Hamden, the film producer. He could get me into pictures. The old line, and I fell for it. Then one day he came to me and said he needed money desperately. I gave him all I had.
Do you know why he needed money?
I didn't ask. You see, I'm in love with him. And suddenly he changed towards me. He grew cold. I realized he didn't love me anymore. Maybe he'd never loved me. And he told me about this other woman, that he was going to marry her. I could have killed him.
Did you?
No, of course. Why'd you ask?
Because Danny died last night. He was run down by a car in the fog.
No. No.
Didn't you know? I'm sorry.
Do you mind if we leave now? I'll come back later if you'd like.
Yes, I would.
You won't try anything foolish again.
Poor girl.
I wonder how good an actress Marilyn Durant really is.
You think she might be lying?
Well, she had a pretty good reason to want him dead. She could have come back here and swallowed the pills just to fake suicide. You know, she came out of it pretty quick. Say, what was the name of this producer fellow?
Christopher Hamden.
Christopher Hamden. I think I'll drop in on him. Maybe I can get in the movies.
.202, take 14.
All right, Mr. Vore, action.
George, I know you have been deceiving me. The signature on this will is forged, George. I have been carrying the torch for an incorrigible forger. Admit it, George. This will is a forgery, George. How many times have I got to tell you that I cannot say these asinine lies? Will you show me one person anywhere who talks like that, and I'll buy a new hat for each of the writer's two heads. And you, why don't you go to the haircut?
All right, Ed. That's enough. You know, Donna, sometimes I think we should throw away the good scenes and release your bad ones. We'd make a fortune.
Chris, that is not funny.
Yes.
Christopher Hamden?
That's right.
My name's Philip Odell. I'm a magazine writer. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course, sit down. I think I've read some of your stuff. Publicity send you over?
No. As a matter of fact, this is a bit awkward.
Go ahead.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm checking on someone who used to work for you. Danny McNamara.
Well?
Well, there was a girl, and he promised her a screen test.
I might have guessed it when you told me it was Danny. The girls generally came in person.
Quite a boy, wasn't he? You know, he's dead.
Dead? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. Oh, he was a lot of trouble, but I liked him. I was sorry to have to fire him. How did it happen?
He was run down in the fog.
Was it an accident?
Could be.
You're not from the police, are you?
No, no. No, I'm purely amateur. Where did Danny go after he left you?
To a radio company. Trivac Radio.
Yeah.
I know because he wrote himself a glowing reference and signed it with my name. Any help to you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Like to see the rest of the scenes?
Well,
only take a few minutes. You might get a kick out of it.
All right, thanks.
The truth is, I don't know a thing about making pictures. I have to look at the day's work, though, to make them all think I do.
Well, how did you get into this business?
Just for a hobby. I'm still a mechanic at heart. I took a little flyer, made one picture, and for some reason, don't ask me why, it made money. So here I am. A great producer. All right, here we go. Cigar?
No, thanks.
Oh.
Boswell here.
Hello, Odell again.
Yes, Mr. Odell. Something told me it was you.
Yeah, me. Well, what about it? How soon do I leave?
Well, perhaps I'd better explain about that.
Yes, you better hand. You know the weather's clear now.
Yeah, so it is, but it seems that now they're having a little mechanical difficulty with the plane.
What?
Yes, so have to replace an engine. Should only take a few hours.
Well, what kind of an airline are you running anyway? Get me a seat on another plane.
That's impossible, sir. The United Nations has all seats reserved. Some kind of crisis is on America.
Well, there's going to be some sort of a crisis in your life if you don't get me on some sort of a plane out of London today.
This I promise you. There might be a possibility of some alternate route, sir. Would you consider that?
Anything, as long as it's pointing in the right direction and it's got wings.
I'll arrange what I can, Mr. Odell, but it may take a bit of doing.
I'll do it. I'll phone you back in exactly an hour. Oh, that's that. I'll have to admit defeat. You are my last hope.
I'm sorry I can't help you more. But I told you I hardly knew Danny McMurray. He was just a customer here. A little more regular than some, and a little more persistent.
Well, if I'm still here, do you mind if I drop around once in a while?
I'd like you to.
Strictly business, of course.
Of course.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. What are you doing here?
I need hardly ask the same of you. Found any new clues?
Now, look, I've done the best I could. It's not my fault we only find blind alleys.
No, perhaps.
Look, why don't you give it all up? You'll only drive yourself crazy and you'll accomplish nothing.
I can't.
Well, I know I'm no detective, but even a professional can't find evidence of murder unless there's been one.
You never did believe me, did you? I wonder why you've been helping me.
Don't you really know?
You'll call me before you leave.
I sure will.
Goodbye, Bill.
Hasta la vista.
That time, Governor?
Yeah. That time. Odell speaking.
Oh, good, sir. I'm so glad we caught you in. This is airline reservations. We've done it, sir. We've done it. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it. Yes, it's the alternative route was the clincher. Now, listen carefully, sir, because it's a bit complicated. You take a helicopter to the Naval Air Base, and there'll be a jet fighter waiting to fly you from there to an aircraft carrier at sea. The carrier makes contact with a blimp for Lisbon, and there you catch a fast-flying boat for Malta. Now, this is the trickiest connection because at 4 a.m. they're going to drop the Iron Curtain just long enough for you to fly over it. From Pakistan, you go non-stop to the Solomon Islands, where a converted Japanese bomber makes a once-a-month run to the Galapagos Islands. Well, at the Galapagos Islands, you're only a stone's throw from your revolution, and the plane leaves there at...
Well, you'll have to cancel it.
Cancel it?
Would this happen to be one of your recordings?
Sure. Yes, this is one of ours.
Well, if it isn't too much trouble, could I possibly run it?
Certainly. Will you follow me? There you are, sir. Just switch on. When you're through, I'll rewind it for you.
All right, thanks very much.
Not at all, sir.
Benhaven, reference S53. Go ahead, Mr. Sotheby.
What shall I say?
Tell me what's worrying you. Tell me about the fire.
The fire? That wasn't my fault. It was Margaret. She made me do it. It was Margaret made me do it.
What did Margaret make you do?
She didn't say George would be killed. I killed George. I burned him. They didn't say he'd be killed. They should have told me.
All right. Quietly now. It's all right. Now, where was this fire?
At the garage. George's garage at Gladstone. It all burned up. George's garage is burning. It's burning. It's burning. George is burning. Stephen, it's burning. It's burning.
At last we have some real evidence. Wait till you hear this. We'll get a pad and pencil and take it down. Well, here we go. Well, voices on it when I played it in the shop.
Well, they don't seem to be on it now.
No? Must be the volume.
No wonder it doesn't play.
That was the end of it. Let's wind it back and play the beginning.
You're never going to hear the beginning.
Why not?
It's gone.
It's gone? Where?
You had the machine on erase and wiped the recording right off the wire.
Well, can't we put it back on?
Afraid not.
Oh, no. Why don't they perfect these things?
We can't put the recording back. You can try and remember what they were saying. I'll take it down.
Well, all I remember is there was something about a fire.
A fire?
And, I think they were talking about some place or other.
A place?
And, something about somebody, making somebody do something, something they didn't want to do.
How do I put that down?
Yeah, and something about a fire.
You've said that.
Oh. I give up. That's all I can remember, a fire and a place. Does it add up to anything?
Yes. Exactly nothing. First piece of real evidence we've had.
And I'll louse it up.
Maybe Rigby was right about amateur detectives. Maybe you should pack your bag and go home.
Bag?
Oh, me?
Yes. No. The name of the place, it was...
Bag?
No, something to do with bag. Bag. Gladstone, that's the name of the place.
Gladstone, of course.
Where is it?
It's about 40 miles from here. Take my car.
Where's my coat? There weren't no other way.
Do you really want a local fire to write about?
Yeah.
This one happened some years back. Biggest fire we ever had. There it is. Reliance Garage, 1939. There was a fire. I used 3 hoses on that and had the new Model 12 nozzle on mine. Crew of 15 helping me. I call it my Big Bertha. Every minute
Did you save the building?
Burnt to the ground. I got a medal for it, though. That news clipping on the wall there tells all about it.
How did you get the medal?
For saving some of their plans and drawings. I tried to save George, too, only it was all finished by the time I got.
Did you say George?
Yes. One of the 3 young fellas that ran the garage, George Maybrick. He got killed in the fire.
Who were the other 2?
Martin Sotheby and Christopher Hamden. They left here right after with Mrs. Maybrick.
Who was she?
Well, George Maybrick's wife, Margaret. Pretty young thing she was. Did you read about my medal?
What happened to Margaret and the 2 men?
Margaret disappeared. Nobody's heard from her since. Sotheby and Christopher Hamden, well, they went up to London, set up in the motor trade. Did well, too.
Is he still in the motor trade?
No. I did hear that they'd sold out. Gone into theatricals or some such nonsense. Funny you wanting to know about that fire.
Why?
Well, there was another young fella. He was a writer, too, asking exactly the same questions as you are, a little while back.
Was his name Danny McMara?
Very good director. Very good. I got the minutes already up.
Move the dolly right back, will you, boy?
What do you think of the rehearsal, Chris? All right with you? Looked all right to me, John, but... Well, the devil, I don't know a thing about making a picture, you know that? Yeah, all right. When we finish lighting, we'll shoot it their way, huh? Oh, John. Yeah? These young ladies are actresses. Think you could find parts for them in the picture? All right. Take them down to wardrobe and makeup. We'll figure out. Right on there.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, dear. Well, Mr. O'Dell, want to see how we make movies? Well, what can we do for you? Always cooperate with the press, no rule of mine.
Mr. Hampton, I'd like to ask you a question. You probably won't like it.
Go ahead, shoot.
Was Danny McMara blackmailing you?
You're not serious. Now, whatever gave you such a wild notion as that?
Maybe not so wild. It explains a lot of things that don't make sense otherwise. You see, I've just come back from Gladstone.
And?
I found out about the fire and George.
Public knowledge. Nothing there to...
I also learned that Danny McMara had been there, checking on the fire. Now, a man like Danny doesn't follow fire engines, you know.
There's just one thing wrong with that picture. To blackmail me, Danny would need evidence. And he didn't have any. Did he?
I don't know. What about Margaret and Martin Sotheby?
Margaret, I haven't heard from her in years. I suppose they told you about poor Martin. During the war, we were bombed-eyed. He cracked up. We took him to Glenhaven.
What's that?
Mental home.
You think I could talk to him?
That's impossible. You see, Martin died 2 years ago.
Oh. Well, thanks very much, Hampton.
Come back any time. It must be frustrating playing detective.
It is.
Connors. Glenhaven. I want to talk to Dr. Campbell. Is she in?
Visitor?
Yeah. Hey, remember my face, will you? I'm coming out again.
Certainly, sir.
never seemed to belong, you know? Everybody else had lots of friends, but I was always alone.
Oh, can I help you?
Well, I hope so. You see, I'm a writer, and I'm doing a piece for an American engineering magazine about famous engineers.
Yes.
Well, we heard that Martin Sowerby was brought here after he, as we put it, went off his rocker.
That's true.
Well, could you tell me something about his death? Was it natural?
His death? I'm afraid you made a mistake. Mr. Sowerby was...
Mr. Sowerby has been dead for 2 years.
The young lady just told me that...
I've been in charge of Glen Hayden since it was opened, several years ago. Miss Andrews has been with us for 6 weeks. I know what I'm talking about. Mr. Sowerby's dead.
Well, didn't you just say...
I say he's dead.
Well, I guess he's dead. Jones from St. Thomas's. Have they moved Mr. Sowerby yet?
Moved? Why, no. He's still in 311.
Oh, thank you. Martin Sowerby?
What can I do for you?
I'm not disturbing you?
Oh, no, not at all. No. I have plenty of time to finish this. It's a device for the future anyway. Car radar.
Mr. Sowerby, I'm checking into the death of George Maybrick.
Ah, yes. Poor George. Interesting detail that, I think.
There was something funny about it, wasn't there?
Something funny? No, I don't think so. We murdered him. Observe how the car headlights here serve as antennae for the radar transmitter.
You murdered him?
Well, who did? Chris and Margaret and I. Margaret made us do it.
Margaret made you do it, but why?
Oh, well, you see, George, her husband, invented a wonderful new supercharged carburetor. It was going to make us all rich. Margaret always wanted that, you know, to be rich.
Well, was she going to steal it from her husband, or what?
Oh, no. You see, George was very patriotic. The war had just begun, and he wanted to give the carburetor to the government, you see. That drove Margaret wild. Oh, this is a new television tube I'm working on. Do you like it?
Well, then she persuaded you to help her kill him and then set the fire to make it look accidental.
Well, I didn't know that she meant to kill George that night, you see. She said that we were only to scare him, but
Yes, but the fire chief in Gladstone said that you all left town.
Yes, well, Chris and I started in business to manufacture the carburetor. We gave Margaret her share. Then the Nazi bomb hit us, wiped us out.
Look, Mr. Sowerby, I know they're holding you here. If I can bring Inspector Rigby of Scotland Yard, he can get you out. And
get me out? Whatever for?
Because you don't belong here. You're no more insane.
Of course I belong here. I'm hopelessly insane.
Are you serious?
But of course. You see, my condition is peculiar. I can no longer distinguish between fantasy and fact. That drawing. Perhaps it means something, or probably it doesn't.
Let's try upstairs.
Yes, you see, the things I've told you, perhaps they're true. I don't know. But the way my mind is, you see, it's impossible to be certain. Most sane people feel the same way.
Yes, it was Odell, positively, and he talked to Sowerby. What? We can't do that. But if you had told me about McMurray, I could have handled him without murder. Now we're in too deep. What? All right, you win. Yes, I told you I'd do it. All right, Margaret, goodbye. Connors. Here's what I want you to do.
And you know quite well you're absolutely forbidden to have visitors. So as a punishment, I'm having you transferred to room 10, where you won't be able to play with all this nonsense. Get his things together.
Now, this is the way I see it. Hampton Sowerby and the girl murder Maybrick for his invention, and then set fire to the place. Make it look like an accident. Then 13 years later, a kid by the name of McMurray finds out about it and blackmails Hampton. Hampton gets tired of paying off and has the kid run down. Killed. It's simple.
Not so simple.
Why not? It's perfect.
Too perfect. Sort of thing only you could dream up.
This is no dream. This is the real McCoy. All you have to do is take a ride with me and hear it from a witness even you can't laugh off.
Oh? Who?
Hampton's partner, Martin Sowerby.
What do you think, Riley?
I think take a chance, sir.
All right. But I warn you, Odell, if this is a wild goose chase...
Come on.
Looks like an accident.
excuse me. I'm Inspector Rigby, Scotland Yard. What's happened here?
This poor chap was run down by a car. Didn't even stop.
Oh, who is he?
I don't know.
What's the matter?
Martin Sowerby.
The man we were going to question? Oh, maybe you have got something, Odell.
I wonder how they worked this.
Anybody see the accident? Any witnesses? Oh, you saw it, madam. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Not at all, young man. Anything to help the police.
What did you see?
Well, Mr. Sowerby was walking down the road when a big grey car came roaring round the curve on two wheels and...
Anything else?
Well, there was a very foreign-looking man driving. He could have been an enemy agent.
Could you estimate how fast the car was traveling?
Oh, yes, at least 200.
What's your name, madam?
Why, Mary. Mary Stuart.
I've had that name.
I should hope so, young man. I'm the Queen of Scots.
All right, Mary. Time to hold court. Your subjects are waiting.
Poor Mr. Sowerby. He had the room just next to mine. I shall never get another prime minister like him.
What is this place?
This is Glenhaven, the mental home.
All right, Odell. Let's go over this so-called case you've given us, shall we? First, a man is run down by a car in a fog and killed. No witnesses. A girl thinks that might be murder. You claim you were hit over the head in the victim's room.
I was hit on the head.
No witnesses. You find a roll of wire from a recorder with nothing on it.
There was something on it.
No witnesses. You find a man died in a fire 13 years ago, and a lunatic tells you that was murder. Then the lunatic escapes and gets himself killed.
All right, so he couldn't talk.
That's obvious. And on the strength of all that conclusive evidence, you want me to arrest one of the biggest men in London. You know, there's an expression you Americans use for a situation like this. Very appropriate. It stinks.
Well, I guess that's that. I'll be gone. That is, if I'm still free to go.
No, you're free to go, all right. As a matter of fact, I understand you've been having a little trouble with a plane reservation.
Yeah.
Well, your troubles are over. I'm sure I can get you on a plane and out of the country as quickly as you can pack your things.
Thanks. And next time you pass a butcher shop, buy Laughing Boy a heart, will you? And yet I'm so sure your brother was blackmailing Hampton, and that Hampton's a murderer.
Do you realize the position that puts you in?
What do you mean?
The police can't help you. You've got no evidence. But Hampton thinks you have. He thinks you've got blackmail evidence Danny used. The recording.
And they know I talked to Sowerby. That's why he was killed.
Don't you see, as long as you remain in England, you're in danger. If you go home, Hampton will think he's safe. Promise me you'll go.
I promise. After I've done one more thing.
Yes?
There's a place I want to see. Probably won't lead anywhere.
You be careful.
You know, there's one thing about all this that I don't regret.
What's that?
Meeting you.
You say you found a photograph. Who was on it?
Couldn't tell very well. 4 people, I think. One was a woman.
Hello, Margaret.
He doesn't answer us at the hotel. Where did he call you from, do you know?
I don't know. All I know is he told me to bring you to Mr. Hampton's office.
Well, we'd better go.
Is Miss McMurray here?
I think so.
Miss McMurrow's not in. Have you any...
Oh, she's just this minute gone out with another lady.
Was she a tall, slim girl?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you very much.
If we never get to the studio in this fog, I think we ought to turn back.
It's too late now, honey. We're more than halfway there.
But I don't tell him. He thinks you've left the country.
You've got to make them listen, Riley. Tell them this. They've got Heather. And I'm going to Hampton Studio right now.
What?
Unless he wants a couple of more murders to solve, he'd better get out there himself.
This is crazy. We can't see a thing. I still say we ought to turn back.
You could help. Here, take this light and walk out ahead. I'll follow you.
All right.
must be, miss.
How is it further off?
Oh, it's clear about 100 yards down. Only foggy in patches.
Thank you very much. He says it's clear from here on.
Fine.
Where are we to meet, Phil?
In Mr. Hampton's office.
Strange.
Margaret, why did you risk coming here?
Margaret.
Just a minute, dear. You look tired. Why don't you come and sit down?
I repeat, why come here? And why her?
Why shouldn't a wife visit her husband's office?
Wife?
Surprised, honey? Didn't your friend blunder on that bit of information? That's why I couldn't let your brother blackmail me into marrying him.
Why tell her that?
What difference will it make?
But without Odell?
Odell's sure to follow her. He'll be here. Now, we've wasted enough time. What was the blackmail evidence that Danny had?
There isn't any.
No? Then I suggest you do some quick thinking.
Margaret, don't do anything foolish.
Come on.
Where's Heather?
In here, Inspector.
Get to that door switch. We'll lock them in.
through the roof. Come on.
Stay here.
You don't know how much it pains me to admit it, Odell, but you did quite a job.
Thanks, Inspector. But there ought to be an easier way to find out that the nickname for Margaret is Peggy.
Miss McMorrow?
You better wait till I leave.
Take it easy, Riley.
Well, can I help you?
Yes, we'd like 2 tickets for America.
Fine, I think we can look after you. When would you like to leave?
Right away.
What name?
Odell.
Philip Odell.
Boswell.
I'm sorry, sir. We're all filled up.
How long?
Indefinitely.
Look, we've just got to get to America. Hope you don't get seasick.